My name is Steven and this is my channel, Heart's Delight Exports. Welcome back to the shop. Subject of today's video is light. I'm technically not in my shop at the moment. I'm down in my shed and it's time to make a few improvements. Recently I've extended an extension cord down here to the shed so I can have light, but this lamp is not exactly what I want. I need a light hanging from the ceiling up here, and the chicken coop behind me here also needs a light, although for a different reason. A simple light bulb like this one with a metal can, a large metal can, as a sort of lampshade around it will radiate enough heat to be able to keep chickens warm during the colder months of the year. Seems like a simple enough project, right? Well, yes and no. So for the lamp in the chicken coop, I have this. It's a lamp cord, so it's just a simple lamp cord with a plug, but it has no on-off switch on it. That part is important for this because there's an on-off switch on the lamp head that I'm going to be using. So this is what's going to be inside the coop. Yeah, I got it on sale. You didn't think I'd pay full price for something, did you? Like, really? So this thing is basically the lamp mechanism. It is the important part. I have a couple of them here. I think I'll actually use this one. It has a different switch mechanism on it. That first one I showed you, this guy, it has a one of those that you twist to get in place, and by the looks of it I've left that package open too long to roll around, and it's after losing the switch. This one is only a little push button, so he'll work just fine. So all I have to do is take my plug here, nice and simple, take the cut end and roll it through into this, hook it up to the terminals, and I got a light. It's the easier part of what I'm going to do. Now of course I got chickens in there, so I have to be considerate of them and kind of lock them out in the run so that they're not underfoot and in the way or trying to escape. So one of the first things I need to do to get that part on the go is to drill a hole in a can. That means I need this bit and a drill. I have a nice large can here. I'm just going to try to drill out a small hole to start me off. Now, the cord will go through, it doesn't matter for that. This is the piece I need to use to gauge it, because this cross piece will be screwed into the roof of the coop, and I could ground the wires to that. But this part needs to go through the shade so that my lamp piece will be on the inside, and the hole's not quite big enough yet. Now the bit I have in the drill is a step bit, and now I'm ready for that. Now, one of the things I have here is a couple of pretty large washers. I wasn't sure if I was going to need them or not, but I think I want them whether I need it or not. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. See, I'm starting to get my piece put together here. I'm going to end up having to take this part off of my bolt after, and that's going to get interesting on its own. I'm going to have to take that part off so that I can screw it to the roof of the coop. Now, I need to do some fiddling with this. One thing to remember with this is that these edges are extremely sharp. What I need to do now is to screw this part, which has a nut built into the bottom, into this. One thing to remember is that this nut, like is on the one inside here, has only got so much travel. So what I want to do is to put it together out here, and that means putting a washer on that way. And tighten it up there. I need to take this nut off. Do I need to take that nut off? Yes. This is all guesswork. It's one of the reasons I usually don't screw too much with electricity. So if I tighten the nut down on there, that'll give me a bit more space. Now I can put that through that way. Washer on there. That part is done. All of that screwing around so I can put the set screw on there, and I didn't tighten up the set screw. So now this part is ready. I could get pliers and really crank down on it. There's really not much need of that. Okay, so the next part is to get our cut end of the wire and feed it through the hollow bolt here. Feed it through, and now I can work on this part. So with this part, the black plastic piece where the wires are going to get connected will come right out. There's a little cardboard piece in here. I think it's a bit of a heat sink that needs to be left alone. You want to keep that where it's two. So there's two screws, one on either side. Now, I'm sure it makes a difference on which wire you put on which one. One of these wires does have a black bit to it, so you can see the difference. Going to bend it around the screw and tighten it up. Now keep in mind which way the screw is going to go when you bend the wire around it, because if you do it wrong, then as you tighten up the screw, you'll be twisting the wire off of the screw. If you do it right, then as you tighten down the screw, it'll turn the wire clockwise and it'll tighten it up around the screw, which is important. It gives you a better connection. Now, I'm trying very hard to get the wire nice and tight in around that screw, because I don't want it to touch anything else. I don't want it to energize anything. Do the same thing with the other side. Now I'm going to put this piece back on, and it's just a push fit. Push it up nice and tight so that your wires are inside. Everything is tight. Battery's running out. So now I need to push that part, push the pieces together inside, and I'm pulling the cord out through the bottom to make sure everything is nice and good. Looks like everything is on nice and straight. Okay, so it's time to hook up my lamp. I have the cord down through the ceiling, the way I talked about. I have that little bracket screwed onto there. Alright, so the cord's coming down from the ceiling. I have my can here. It has the base of the lamp inside already hooked up. So I feed the wire through the base. Yes, I had to rehook it all because I needed to run the wire differently. Now, alright, so that's connected. Now I put this part on out here. Got to push it so that the on-off switch is up nice and tight. And now this part is a compression fitting, but I need to carefully pull the wire back through so I don't crimp it up too much. Now I put in a light bulb. I just stole this one from an outlet in the shop. The light bulb inside of the can will warm the can, and the can will radiate some of that heat out and keep the coop warm. We'll have to see if I need to upgrade it to a larger voltage light bulb. For this kind of thing, at times I've heard tell people saying that you need a 100-watt light bulb in order to do this. I don't know. Right now I have a 60-watt in there. It's just starting, so we'll see if that's enough to warm it up. If it's enough to keep the girls warm, keep them happy. But we'll see, right? If I need to, I can easily change out the light bulb for another one. But this is how I'm going to warm up the coop for my girls for the winter. Hopefully this will work just right. If not, I'll go to a 100-watt light bulb and that'll help keep them warmer. But this has been another video for Hersey Light Exports. I hope you learned something. I hope it was at least interesting to you. And I'll see you the next time I'm working on a project.